Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, Sebastian Korda is here. Seeds continue to follow. We're going to get into it. It is Australian Open 2023, day 5, and we're going to not only go through the results for the day, I'm going to give you guys my player of the day as always, and then we'll go through tomorrow's matches, of course, as well. I will go through my predictions for tomorrow's matches and a couple of the popcorn ones, the ones that you should look out for. Okay, let's get into this. So Sebastian Korda versus Daniel Medvedev. If you haven't already, do check out my post-match analysis video on that. It is on the channel and already uploaded. I watched the whole match. We didn't do any commentary on it, but it was a really, really good performance from the young 29th seed. And Korda has really now made a statement by beating Daniel Medvedev, the 2022 finalist, even. I was about to say champion. Finalist Daniel Medvedev, who was actually my pick, my original pick to actually win the tournament. So a big blow to my original predictions, my slam predictions before the end of the year, but also a big blow for him. It was a pretty comprehensive victory. I know there were 2 tiebreaks in there, but he was a breakup, at least a breakup in each of the 3 sets. And then, of course, in the first and third set, Medvedev came back, but it was impressive, very impressive, served fantastically well and really highlighted some of the weaknesses in Medvedev's game and employed a similar type of tactic to what Kyrgios has done to Medvedev in the past in 2022, but in his own different style. So, yeah, really good win, and how far he can go, we shall see. Karen Khachanov with a really good win over Francis Tiafoe. He actually saved a set point as well, if I'm not mistaken, in that 4-set tiebreak to avoid going into a decider. He won in 4 sets, and Tiafoe I thought Tiafoe would get through it. I thought it would be a tough one, which it ended up being, but I thought he'd get through. Instead, Khachanov has come through, and he continues, I think, for me anyway, he continues to defy my predictions on him. He just proves me wrong all the time. I'd never really expect him to make a quarterfinal or a semi-final. I think round of 16, fine, but he continues to do it. He continues to get good results and continues to go pretty deep in all these Grand Slams. So he's almost the opposite of Hurkacz. I expect Hurkacz to make a semi-final or a quarterfinal every Grand Slam, and barely ever does that. Whereas with Khachanov, I don't really expect it, and he does. So, well, polar opposites, I guess. And talking of Hubert Hurkacz, he beat Shapovalov in 5 sets. He was 2 sets to love up, surrendered a 2-set lead, but came back strong in the 5th set. And I did think he'd win. I thought he'd win a bit more comfortably, but switched off really in that 3rd set and 4th set. In saying that, he should be relatively fresh despite the 5-setter. He is a pretty fit player, that's for sure. And Shapovalov, disappointment for him, of course, after coming back to level things up. But some positives. I think, there's something to work on still with him in terms of his consistency, but his explosive game is always entertaining to watch. Cam Norrie losing to Lehecka in 5 sets, and that was an upset. Norrie's the 11th seed, and I know he hasn't necessarily been playing that well in this specific tournament, but he was coming into it in some good form after making the final of Auckland. He was carrying a niggle as well. I think he had a medical timeout, does have an injury, but Lehecka is a good, exciting young talent from Czech Republic. He has to be given credit, a very good win over Norrie. Sorundolo had to surrender to Felix Auger-Aliassime in 4 sets. It was 1 set all, and then Felix, you can see them motoring in the 3rd and 4th sets, a double breadstick to boot in the 1st and 3rd sets. And Nishioka beat McDonald. McDonald, of course, he beat Nakashima and Nadal, a great run of wins. But unfortunately, Nishioka has also been in some great form, not just during the Australian Open, but prior to it as well. And he carries on his fantastic form, winning 7-6, 6-3, 6-2 very impressively. On the women's side, we had Sakkari, and the Netflix curse continues. Zhu from China beating Maria Sakkari in 3 sets. The draw is opening up massively on the men's and women's side. It really is. I mean, we're going to see some random quarterfinalists and semi-finalists. Random if you're expecting the seeds to go through, that is. And that's a massive blow to her. Madison Keys losing to Azarenka, and a really good win from Azarenka. She is rolling back the years at the moment. She won in 3 sets, and I'm I reckon she's going to go pretty deep. She loves these hard courts. She really does. The Australian Open, the US Open, she just suddenly pops up and starts playing great stuff, and she goes missing between the French and the end of Wimbledon. Swiatek Pegula, great win for Swiatek. I watched it. Thank you to everyone that tuned in for the live stream, watch along. It was an early one, 3 a.m. for me, or 5 a.m. actually for me here in the UK. But a bagel and a breadstick, and she was just imperious. She really was. Fantastic display from the Polish player in the world #1. And she marches on, and who can stop her? Well, if she plays like that, it's going to be difficult, that's for sure. Ostapenko beat Kozlova 6-3, 6-love. Great win for the Latvian, and we'll see what she can do. She's an exciting player, we know that. Let's see how far she can go. Coco Gauff beat Pera in straight sets 6-3, 6-2. Great win for her. And Pegula is just dealing out. She is doing a Swiatek to almost everyone. She's dealing out bagels left, right, and center. Look at this, 6-love, 6-2 against Kostyuk, who had a great win in the first round against Anisimova. That is a fantastic win. She is in great form, and I have a feeling they could be on a collision course, Pegula and Swiatek. Rybakina beat Collins in 3 sets, 6-2, 5-7, 6-2. She will face Swiatek in the next round. I think if Rybakina plays her best stuff, I actually think she can beat her, but she needs to be playing her best stuff, because if Swiatek plays how she played today, I mean, I don't really know if anyone can beat her, honestly. Krejcikova beat Kalinina in straight sets. Great win for her as well. She is a rejuvenated Barbara Krejcikova, and it's great to see her enjoying her tennis again. Okay, tomorrow's matches. Rublev-Evans. I've got Rublev beating Evans in a good competitive 4-setter. Holger Rune to beat Umber in 4 sets as well. And that's 2 young players going at it. JJ Wolf and Mo, I've got JJ Wolf to win in 5. Tommy Paul Brooksby, I've got Brooksby or Paul. Oh, it's got 5 sets written all over it as well, to be honest. Who's more clutch is the question. And the courts probably favour... I don't know. That's such a 50-50. I'm going to go with Tommy Paul just in 5 sets. It could be a 5-set tiebreak, honestly. Bonzi and Dimmer in straight sets, I'm going to go as well. Shelton and Popren, that's probably got 4 or 5 sets written all over it as well, to be honest. You know what? I'm going to go for the upset, because I think Shelton obviously has never played a Grand Slam, and he's really making waves here. So I'm going to go Ben Shelton. Well, he hasn't played an Australian Open anyway. I'm going to go Ben Shelton to win in 4. Dimitrov, Djokovic win in straight sets. I think Dimitrov is tailor-made for Djokovic. And Murray and RBA, that's probably got another 5 sets for Murray, but if it goes 5, I think Murray will be done. So I'm going to be optimistic because I want Murray to go through. I'll be honest with you guys, just because I don't think he's got many years left. I think he's going to be more competitive against the top players than RBA, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to go Murray in straight sets. Why not? Very, very optimistic. And then if we go to the women's, so we've got Parizas Diaz and Vekic. I'm going to go Vekic to beat Parizas Diaz. We've got Pliskova and Gracheva. I'm going to go Pliskova to beat Gracheva. Georgi Bencic. I'm going to go Bencic to win. Zhang Volynets. I'm going to go Zhang. Frovitova and Vondrasova. I'm going to go Frovitova. Mertens, Sabalenka, 2 former doubles partners. They really like each other. They're great friends. I'm going to go Sabalenka, though. And Garcia side, we're going to go Garcia. Lynette Alexandrova, I'm going to go with Lynette. Some great matches. In terms of a win of the day, well, player of the day, it has to be Sebastian Korda for his win over Daniel Medvedev. He's really made a statement here today, and he is now here on the big stage. So fantastic win for him. He marches on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about what you think of the day's play, and also what matches are you looking forward to tomorrow in day 6. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you in the next video.